Hi, today I'm going to show you my 3 favorite standalone books. This was a really hard decision for me, but I think I have narrowed it down pretty well. Now this is just standalone books, it's not favorite series or anything because then I would be here forever. First of all, I think this is the first time I filmed a video with my new hair. It's reddish now, it's up so you can't really see it. It's reddish orange. It's supposed to be similar to Karen Gillan's, so yeah, ultimate Doctor Who fan, right? And it's really pretty. And I saw this awesome thing on Pinterest yesterday. I said, it was about Emma Stone. It's like, she may be naturally blonde, but she has a redhead personality, and I just felt like that's me a little bit. So yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to do these in a particular order. I'm just going to show the book to you and then give you a little bit plot summary and maybe why I like it so much. So first off is When You Reach Me by Rebecca Stead. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, I don't think I can mess that up too bad. But it was originally read to me by my 6th grade teacher, and then when I left, the elementary, I was just like, remember that book we read? And I could never remember the name. I could only remember what it was about, and I loved it so much. And then one day I was in the library, the public library, and I was just walking around, and I saw it, and I recognized the cover. I'm like, oh my god, this is the book. So I went and bought it, and it's so good. It's not hard either. It's a really easy book. Like, it's for kids. But it's still so good, and it's one of those books that you finish it, and you're just like, what just happened? But it is so good. It's a mystery, kind of. It's about Miranda, and she starts finding these notes everywhere that somebody is leaving for her, and so she tries to figure out who that is. And it's just so good. And it smells really good. Just saying. Okay, and then number 2 is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. If you didn't already know that I love that book, it's amazing. So I don't have the paper edition. I have it on my Kindle. You can't really see it. Most people know what the cover looks like. This cover, I think, is even a little bit different than... That's the wrong button. But I love this book because it's just so honest and so good. And I mean, Augustus and Hazel are such amazing characters, and it's so beautifully written, and the story is so heartwarming, and I don't want to be dramatic, but it's sort of life-changing. Like, it really makes you kind of step back and think about life for a minute. You're just like, that was a lot, it's just, it makes you think. And that's sort of a theme between these 3 books that I chose, is they all make you think. And I really like that. I like sitting after I finish a book and being like, okay, let's wrap my head around that. What just happened? What can I take from that? That sort of thing. And I know that's sort of a book nerdy thing to do, but I like it. And third is, this is the book I've read most recently. I read it for an English project in school, which is why I'm waiting to do a separate review on this, because I want to completely analyze it with my essay and my research and everything, and then tell you all what I've learned about it, and so blah blah blah. But it is the book Thief. You can see I read it for school because look at all my beautiful post-it notes and all my writing in the book. Like, literally, hold on, my favorite thing that I have written in here is, look, I fangirled in it. I cannot breathe, and I am unable to can. Ugh. But yeah, and I do have some intelligent things in here, but anyway, it's The Book Thief by Mark Zuzak. I'm sorry if I totally messed up his name. I don't really know how to say it. But this, honestly, if I could only read one book for the rest of my life and just have to read it over and over again, I would pick The Book Thief, because it is that amazing. And there are definitely some people who were like, I didn't really like how the point of view was death, or I didn't like how this ended, or how the story, worked, or whatever. But to me, there's so much to learn from it. I could read this 1,000 times over and still be learning new things. Like, it was just amazing, and they're like the themes throughout the book are wonderfully put in, I think, but the biggest theme to me throughout this entire book is the power of words, that they can influence you and change your mind and change everything. And that really stuck with me because I think words, that's what everything comes down to. Events and emotions and everything in your life can come down to words. Like it makes me kind of think, if you're more of a sciencey person and you're not understanding my my Englishy words, it's like in chemistry where everything is made up out of elements, and then the elements are made up of molecules, and the molecules are made up of atoms, and the atoms are made up of electrons and protons and neutrons. And I'm pretty sure I got that all right. I'm first year chemistry, give me. But that is how it is, and I feel like these words are like the protons and neutrons, and even that's just as far as you can go. It's the smallest unit, and you depend on them so much, and they can change everything, and they can be positive and they can be negative, and it's just such a beautiful book. Like I already have a tattoo quote planned from this, and it's just so amazing. And it is sort of lengthy, and it does start off a bit slow, but if you want a book that makes you think, and it makes you reconsider your entire life, and makes you sob, like hysterically, this is the book for you. So yeah, I recommend that. Later I will do a big long review on this book, but right now it's just a little preview. That was my top 3 standalone favorite books, and I have Fairy Tale Guild on my hand. Yeah. But yeah, those were my top 3. It was really hard. That was a really hard choice to make, to pick top 3. But yeah, Book Thief, and you can't see it because I turned it off, Fault in Our Stars, and When You Reach Me are definitely my top 3. And there are so many books out there that are amazing, and I hope that maybe even though my list can be changed because I find more and better books, even though those are amazing, and I don't mean to I maybe worded that wrong, but yeah, if you are looking for a book that makes you really think, any 3 of those is good, because they all have such good themes, and the authors are amazing, and When You Reach Me isn't a movie, but Fault in Our Stars is on its way, and I'm really excited, and Book Thief was a really good movie, I think. I think they did a pretty good translation. So yeah, that is my video. Bye.